Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 8 in my playthrough of Atonement Sins of the Past, a mod pack by Iskandar and available on the Curse launcher. It's also, I think, available on the Feed the Beast launcher now too, so go check it out. So today, first thing I need, oh no, is that a zombie with a pickaxe? I hope not. He's going to be making a bunch of noise up there and pestering me while I try to record. Come over here, zombie. Come over to the door. To the front door. Can you do that? If I open the door, will you come down here? Oh yeah, he's digging. He's digging some dirt anyway. Replace that with... Yeah, take your dirt and get out of here. I have to replace that with some cobble. They can dig the dirt pretty easily with their hands. There we go. There we go. Now I got Mr. Noisy taken care of. Let's get on to what I want to do today. I have not had a chance to make all of the clockwork armor that I wanted to because I wanted to save making that stuff until I was able to do a little bit of resource doubling. Well, not necessarily doubling, but get more out of my resources using Flaxbeard's steam power. So if we look at those items, what I need is a boiler, and you see that there's two recipes for the boiler. There's one that requires brass plates, and there's one that can use brass ingots. A brass plate is only half of an ingot's worth of material, so it's always better to use these recipes if you can. So what I want to do right off the bat is I want to take the ingot mold out and come over here and switch that to the plate mold, put it back in. And then I want to throw some brass in there. I got a pretty much amount of brass. If I've calculated right, I should only need about 16 ingots to get this system going. So turn that on. Oh, I'm going to close this up. And it should start automatically making plates for me. Let's see here. There we go. Some plates. While I wait for that, let me explain the system real quick. So I'm going to need a boiler. I'll need another furnace. 8. I'm going to need a little bit of iron. I don't think... Hey, new achievement. Fireworks on the ceiling. I'm going to need a little bit more iron. I managed to salvage a bit of iron out of my half-used pickaxe. Iron pickaxe. Where'd it go? Just, yeah, 2 iron. And a nugget. But I'm going to need a little bit more than that because, let's see, it's not that. I'm going to need some pipes, which has just some more brass plates. And I'm going to need some, I'm going to need one of these, this steam gauge, because I need to know, I kind of need to know when it's going to, you know, I don't want it to blow up because I want to see a readout. And then I'm also going to need this right here, which is the, okay, yeah, because there's where I need the iron. I need the iron to make the compass. So there's 4 pieces of iron that I'm going to need, and there's another bit that I need to make, because I need 2 of these rock smashers for the system that I want. So that's going to take 3 iron plates, and I have to have 2 of these, so a total of 6 iron plates. So that's 3 more nuggets. So that's a total of 7 nuggets, or 7 ingots. Sorry, nuggets, not nuggets, ingots. Total of 7 ingots that I need. Oh, I have 3 in there. So technically I only need 2 more, I think, for the first system. I don't want to make any more than I have to get this system up, because once I get the system up, I should be able to start doubling, or, you know, getting extra materials from my ores. So we're going to let that go. Okay, and there's a couple things I need for this. Well, first of all, I need the steam boiler. That's going to be that right there, boiler. You can make a tank to hold your steam. I'm not going to worry too much about steam storage just yet, but I'm going to put my steam boiler right there. This actually needs to move. I think I'm going to move this too and put these guys over here. Can I break that? Maybe it needs an axe. Yeah, axe works better for that. So this is going to go here, and I'm actually going to put the disassembler on top of it. And that's where I'll work on my clockwork stuff now. And the carving table, I'm actually going to put over here because that's where I need it more. Give me a little bit of space right here to make my system that I want to make. So I'm actually going to need to move these 3 blocks. And that's going to come out to there, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an infinite water source right back there. Because I'm going to use a nice little... Is it? Yeah, throw some more in there. I'm going to need more plates. I can always turn the plates back into fluid and get them back into ingots if I need to. Sounds like there's a skeleton up above me. I closed off the thing above my head, the mob trap, because there was just too many creepers falling in there and blowing it up, and I was having to go repair it like all the time. So, and as soon as I closed it up, it seemed like there's no more creepers, but not sure what was causing them to spawn specifically. But it seemed like they would spawn right above my head and fall into that trap and then blow up, even though they couldn't see me through the walls. I guess that's their X-ray vision thing. Anyway, back on track. The next thing I'm going to need is one of these guys right here, an Archimedes screw. So I'm going to need some brass nuggets. So I can turn one of these into a brass nugget. So I'm going to need some, what is it, the other thing? I think I need glass panes. Let's see if I have any over here. No. Don't think I have any in here. I don't even have quite enough glass to make it, so I'm going to have to get me, might as well just make 8. Be fuel efficient. And how's this going? As soon as that empties this time, I'm going to throw the iron in there, because I can use all iron plates for what I need to do. Or no, I can't. I need 4 ingots for that. For the compass. So somewhere I have redstone. I'm sure I have redstone. Yeah, there it is. So I need a piece of redstone for that gets me my compass, and then was it 4 nuggets? Gets me my steam gauge. And now I'm short 1 nugget for what I need. There we go. Okay, so there's my steam gauge. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this gauge right on... Can it go on the top? Can't go on the top? Oh, that's disappointing. If I put it on the front, it's going to be in the way. Well... Huh. Where else? Oh, there, I know where I can put it. I know where I can put it. I think I'm going to need more pipes than I originally thought to. So, more than 16 plates total that I'm going to need now that I'm thinking about it. But let me go ahead and get the iron plates going, because I'm actually going to need 2 sets of pipe. So that's only going to give me 4, and I need 1 to craft some of the things. Like, I think I need 1 to craft this. No, 1 to craft something. No. Well, I thought there was something I needed 1 to craft. Maybe I didn't need 8. Why is that not connecting? This is a boiler, right? Does it only connect to to certain sides? What's going on here? What am I doing wrong? Well, that's definitely correct. Those recipes are not different. Maybe I have to have a tank? Whoa. Okay, maybe I have to have a tank. So hopefully I got enough materials to get the job done. If not, I do have a little bit more zinc and copper in here that I can cook up. So let's see if this works. If I put this on top of here, and now put this pipe there. Yeah, that'll connect to that. Okay, so I guess maybe you have to have a pipe now, a tank now. Yeah, see, that's not connecting directly to the boiler. Interesting. Okay, things have changed since last time I played, but that also gives me a place to put the gauge. Very nice. So yeah, this is actually going to go there. And then to get that water source. This is going to end up taking me a little bit longer than I was hoping for. So, get the water. I'm definitely not going to... I need a second bucket, but I'm not going to waste the material on it until I have like much excess. Which could be a while. Is this not going? Yeah, it's going slowly. Maybe a plate is not exactly a full ingot, or is not exactly a half ingot. Because there still seems to be some in there. It's 3 millibuckets. According to that, whatever that means. And maybe that means 3 ingots. So maybe a plate is not exactly a half ingot. I'm going to have to cook more of this. Because I need... What do I need? 9 iron plates? Or no? Yeah. 3 for each 6 iron plates. And... I need the Archimedes screw. I just need 1 of these, though. Maybe I didn't need that extra. Okay. But now I have enough glass to make these, and it's like something like this. Is that right? And then brass plates down the middle. Probably if I do it like this, right? There we go. Archimedes screw. But before I put that down, I need to get my second piece of water to make my infinite water source up here. So what the Archimedes screw is going to do is it requires a little bit of steam power itself, but what it's going to do is it's going to put the water, it's going to pump the water from that middle block, and it'll pump it directly into the boiler. So I think I got to place this like, yeah, that's not right. There we go. And that's the way it's supposed to look. And it'll need a pipe to it, to the top of it. There we go. To give it some steam power. Not looking too bad. Okay, so the last thing I need is these guys right here, 2 of these. So, yes, there's where I need the extra pipes. So, I think I'm going to run out of materials. I'm going to have to use up some materials before I get... Oops. Maybe that should make... Hopefully that makes 2 more. Is it going to make 2 more? Yes? No? Yes. Okay. That worked. Alright, so now I got my 6 iron plates. But I'm going to need some pistons, which is not a big... Oh, shoot. 2 more iron ingots. I don't mind wasting the fuel in here, really, because I can get lots more fuel. That's not been a problem. I need 2 more iron ingots for that. Double check, make sure. No, actually I need a bunch more, because I need a piston for each one. I need like 6 total. Because I need a piston for each one of these brass pistons. And 3 more plates, and a pipe for each one. So I'm going to need a total of 6 pipes. I definitely don't have enough brass yet to finish this off. Toss that in there. That's not going to give me enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to use up the copper and zinc that I've already got. And cook those down. But, yeah, you see the recipe. You see what I'm up to. I'm going to come back in a minute once I've got this working. And I'll show you working. And then hopefully I can go get some more materials and be able to finish off my armor and clockwork in a relatively short period of time. I've got a good amount of iron, so that's going to help. But I'm going to have to go find more zinc and copper because I'm running low on those now to make the clockwork bits. So I'll be back in a moment to show you the rest of this. Alright, I got the system built. I didn't have to actually go get any more materials to get that finished up. I've got some noisy spiders above me. Sorry about that. Maybe if I turn down real quick, just turn it down. The hostile creatures a little bit, that won't be quite as annoying. I'll still be able to hear them, okay, so I'm not in complete danger of missing things that are sneaking up on me, but shouldn't be quite so loud on the videos now. There we go. So now that I've got this all ready to go, I've got it primed with a little bit of water, in there. You gotta have at least a little bit of water. You just bucket that first little bit of water in, and then I think all I need to do now is put some fuel in it. So there we go, fuel in it. And in a moment, it should start generating steam. Of course, a good portion of that steam should go, or some of that steam should go into the Archimedes screw to start pumping more water in, and there it goes. Got enough steam in there now. Archimedes screw is working. It should be filling it back up with water. So now I shouldn't have to worry about keeping water in it. It should do that automatically. And we're building up a tiny amount of steam now. And the gauge is starting to show a tiny bit of pressure. So I'm going to have to wait till it builds up a bit before I can actually use the rock smashers. But once it gets up, maybe about a third or so, or maybe even just a quarter of the way, up to about 20% pressure, I might give it a try. It looks like I've got just enough brass. How much brass is left in there? 3 millibuckets. I think that's not enough for a plate. I don't think that's enough for a plate. I don't think that... Let me check. Okay, so I put a plate mold in there. Will that empty out? Doesn't look like it. These are different than... The millibuckets that these things register are much different than the millibuckets that like Tinker's Construct or something like that would register. They're not nearly the same thing. So maybe it would be an ingot or two worth. Should be an ingot or two. So millibucket in Flaxbeard is 1 ingot or 1 nugget, and I think that a plate is 6 millibuckets. I think so. You get maybe 9 millibuckets from an ingot. So it doesn't translate exactly into a plate being a half an ingot. I was wrong earlier when I said that. It's plate is like 2/3 of an ingot. Well, actually, it's not like it is exactly 2/3 of an ingot. Okay, so this is building steam still. Yeah, doing good. What are we up to? About 11%. I want to try it. I want to see if it'll work now. So if I put down an iron ore, oh yeah. Now you don't get it doesn't always double ore, but you get a chance to double your ores up. So this is going to get me more iron from my iron, and this will work for the copper and zinc as well. So now, whenever I'm out mining ores, okay. So yeah, it needs to be a little bit above 10%. See how I had a delay that time. So I need to let the pressure up build up some more before I work with it too much. And I could extend this tank up all the way to the ceiling. I could put another tank on there if I wanted. I don't know if I have enough material for that. Whoa! That was a whoops. Yeah, maybe I should put a trap door on this so I don't turn around and fall down a hole. Wow, that was hilarious. Okay. But yeah, the Archimedes screw will keep water in the boiler, so I don't have to worry about that. And all I gotta do is feed it fuel and make sure that this gauge don't go too high. There's another thing I can put on here called a where is it at? A rupture disc, which would, if the pressure reached critical, it would break that disc instead of blowing up the whole system. But as long as I keep an eye on the gauge and don't put too much fuel on here at any given time, and you know, just don't let it, you know, max out, then I should be fine. So I'm confident that I can keep an eye on this and not let it blow up. But if you are a kind of person that tends to like throw a bunch of fuel in there and walk away and forget about it, you might want to put a rupture disc on there just to be sure that your system doesn't go poof. So that's going to give me a lot more iron for my iron that I have here, and I'm going to be able to make some iron gears and things for some other stuff. And I should also be able to now make the rest of my gear. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together off camera. You've seen the recipes for all of it while I was looking through things. Just yeah, the recipes for all these. It's just basically the standard recipe using brass and a framework. So I'm going to need to get more brass. So I'm going to have to do some more mining. Definitely going to have to do more mining at this point because I don't have enough brass. I'm down to 8 nuggets of brass. That's not going to complete my armor. And I would like to have a sword, a clockwork sword as well. So let me do a whole bunch of mining and I will be back in a while, but it's only going to be a moment for you. So see you in a moment. Alright, I'm back after some extensive mining, and you can see that I've put together my full set of armor. So this is a full set of armor, what it looks like. Let's take a look at the back. It's pretty cool. It's high definition. Definitely, I like it. It fits with my Sortex texture pack really well. If you're playing with 16-bit, it may not look quite as nice compared to all the other textures. You know, when it may not fit in, is what I'm trying to say. I think it looks nice, but it may not fit in with all your other textures. So, next thing I want to do. Oh, one thing I need to mention about this. Right now, I have no tension. I have no mainspring or clockworks in any of these. So with that, it gives me the absorption. You can see I got a full bar of yellow hearts down there, but I have no protection. It's like, it would be like being hit without armor. So I'm going to take lots of damage if I get hit. So the armor right now is only giving me that absorption. It's not really doing me any other good. So eventually I do want to get some mainsprings in them and some clockworks to get them to work properly. Then I can, you know, take many more hits before, you know, while it's running, while it has tension, I can absorb hits better, like regular armor. So, and there's a way to get that up to basically like diamond level protection pretty easily, but I need a lot more brass. So I don't have a ton of brass left after creating that. But one of the things I want to do is upgrade my pickaxe and make a sword. So let's do that real quick. Let's see if I can do some of that. So the sword is a little bit different. It takes, I don't know if I'm going to have enough for this. Yeah, I think I do. I have just enough brass for this. Whoops. Just enough brass for this, I think. So sword and a stick. I need a stick. I have a stick in here? No stick. Then we're going to go down and we're going to upgrade the Britannia stuff here in a minute. But there we go. I got my clockwork sword. That's what I'm going to put this other mainspring in, but I want to upgrade that. I hear a creeper. He's up on the surface somewhere, trying to blow up. I don't think he's quite close enough for me to worry about it though. So I'm gonna put this mainspring in here. I want to see how much. I know that the brass, if I had brass, would put about 22,000 in it approximately. Let's see how much just copper puts in it. So we're at 2,000. Add that to it. I put a decent amount in there. Was it 6,400? Actually, that's not that awesome. I have a pretty good amount of iron right now too. I could see how much iron provides me. If I do that and I upgrade that, well, that gets me up to 400 again for that one. Now it's not bad. I think that might be. I've doubled up the one in the clockwork pickaxe that I had so that it would last a bit longer. Brass is definitely the way to go if you have it to upgrade that. I can also try gold. I have a decent amount of gold. I don't know if gold will even work. We could try it though. Chicken just died, and there's probably some damage up here. Let's go inspect that real quick. Make sure that we're not in danger. He opened up the hole again. We're not in danger right now, so until another creeper comes and falls in that hole, we're okay. Yeah, back to what I was trying to do here. I was going to see if gold would upgrade this mainspring and how much it would do it for. So here we go. We're at 24,400. It does work. And 24, so it put about 8,000 in it. Yeah. No, 6,000 in it. So not that awesome. Not that awesome. So brass is definitely the material you want to use if you can save up for that. If you just have a ton of iron laying around, you could probably use that to get it up there. But brass is definitely the best material for the job. And I do have quite a bit of iron. So next thing I want to do is make a couple gears. Now for that, I have something particularly special in mind. You remember when I went to this nether and I was really excited about getting nether wart, and I made myself this little nether wart farm in here. And what I can do now is I can come over here to the Thaumic Toilet, toss in, it's like I get 1 magic out of each one of these nether wart. And to make a Thaumium gear, Thaumium gear is quality 45, speed of 40, which is a bit better than an iron gear. Much better speed, same quality, and the Thaumium gear has memory, and that's perfect for a tool, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and toss that in there. That should give me, there we go, 12 Thaumium ingots and a bunch of waste that's going to just go away over time because of the toilet. The toilet will flush that for me. So I'm going to need a bunch more sticks real quick. And then I'm going to make a few more gears. So I want to make as many Thaumium gears as I can right now. There we go, 3. And I would have made more, but that's as much nether wart as I have to make ingots for now. I have to wait till this grows up some more. And keep harvesting it when it grows. So there's going to be my 3 gears. Now I want to upgrade my clockwork pickaxe. Mostly. I think these are mostly going to go into the pickaxe. I'm not too concerned about the clockwork sword having the memory. The quality is the same on iron gears as it is on the thing, and I think speed is going to be the damage. I'm not sure on the sword, but anyway, what I need to do is disassemble this. So I get my, there we go, get my main spring back out of it, and you can see the tension I have on that one. These should be, no, they're not. This one's much bigger. I want this one to go back into my clockwork pickaxe, but and then this one I can disassemble, and I get my gears back. So remember, I put 6 brass gears in there and a rusty gear that I had gotten from a drop. So I'm not going to reuse the rusty gear. What I'm going to do is actually, well, maybe I will, because if I put the brass gears back, nope, I got 3 left for Thaumium. Perfect. The problem with that is I'm not going to have any gears left for my sword. I would like to have a couple brass gears left for my sword. Let's see, what's the speed quality on copper is 40 30, and iron is 45 25. I could just go with all copper gears into my sword for the time being. I might just do that. So there we go. I'm going to use that to now put together my pickaxe again. So what do we got now? So we're up to 255 quality and a 450 speed. You know what? There is something I can do to improve that. I want to get my quality up over 300. I really want to get my quality up to over 300. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a diamond gear. One of those. I have enough diamonds for 2. What the heck? I'll put 1 in my I'll put 1 in my sword and 1 in my pickaxe. So now I'm going to put 1 in there, 1 of those. I'm going to put 3 of those and 3 of these. What's that give me? 255, 355. So it'll give me 1 more brass in there. Gives me 275 total. I need to get it a little higher. Want to make a whoa, dropped all that stuff. Want to make a couple copper gears to work with as well. There we go, some copper gears to work with. So 1 diamond, 3 brass. My Thaumium ones, this is for the pickaxe. And then if I put 2 copper gears in there, what do I end up with? 335, 385. I really like those totals. That should be pretty good. Yeah, that leaves me some brass and some diamond and copper for the sword. So there we go. And then I will make up the rest for the sword in iron. Yeah, that'll work. Because I want, is it quality that I want on the sword or speed? I don't know. Maybe I should make them up in copper. That's a little bit better speed, right? Tiny bit. Tiny bit. I've been finding lots of copper, so I have quite a bit extra. Iron, well anyway, I need more sticks first before anything. Okay, so I need a total of 9 springs. Is it 9? Yeah, it's 9. And I've got 1, 2, 5. So I need 4 more springs. Let's do 1 more copper. And then the rest iron. We'll see how that works out. And I can always change these later. Whoops, I think I made 1 too many iron gears. Whoa. What? Something hit me? That was weird. I don't know what it was. It seemed like something hit me. Okay, there we go. And some 2 coppers, 1 diamond, and the other iron gear. It's going to give me total 335, 340. That's pretty close to what I was looking for the sword. Okay, so now I need to put these together. So this is my spring for my pickaxe. I want it to be a little bit higher. There we go. That's back together. And then I need to put the clockwork in there for it. This one I wanted the speed a little bit. This is the one with the memory. That's one that needs to go in there. So the clock, so that has the memory. And now I take this and put the clockwork in it. Put the main spring in it, and now it should work. All I got to do is wind it up. There we go. Just right click on the winder. Wind it up, and we'll go test it on those mobs that are up there in the well, I don't know if there's any in the trap or not, because like I said, I walled it off, but a creeper just opened it up, so we'll see if they are falling down in there yet. There's a couple in there. 2 hits, 1 hit of chicken, not bad. Didn't seem like it wound down very much. That's good. So hopefully now with the much better quality clockworks in these, they will hold their tension longer. So, and I had a gear left over. I'm gonna put my metal away. Let's get down there and work on the Britannia stuff real quick. Okay, so what I can do real quick is first of all fill this in. I need that water out of there for a moment, because this is all going to get dug up. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do real quick before we wrap this up, because I'm not going to have time to go to the nether. I spent too much time talking about flax spears and clockworks and stuff. So if I look under here, I thought if I look under there, should have a hole down here. Where's the hole? Not a hole in this corner? Maybe... Let's see here. I could swear that I had set this up already, like I dug it out. Guess not. Well, we'll just do it. We'll just do it. Because, shoot. Well, what I really wanted to do, I can't do. I just remembered I do have to go to the nether before I do this. And get another blaze rod. Well, I could do that. Because what I need is that alchemical thing that goes under there. This thing right here. The alchemical catalyst. I really need one of these. Okay, and I have a mana pearl. I can do that. I have a ender pearl that I can turn into mana pearl, so I can make that. The thing is, I need a brewing stand. I have 1 blaze rod. Remember, I got that from the first trip to the nether. It's probably upstairs someplace. Let me go check that. Make sure that I actually only have 1. If I have 2, then I'm good. Would it be over here? Yes, there it is. I have 1. I kind of would hate to go over there. I mean, this absorption's nice, but it's basically said it's basically like going with no armor. You just have an extra health bar that regenerates. Well, let me... Yeah, that's not going to work. I need to get over there. I need to go to the nether, as much as I hate to do it. Alright. Alright, let me, well, let me just take a trip to the nether, I guess. Oh, something I wanted to show you guys. Actually, there's a couple things I want to show you guys before I go to the nether. Just in case that this is the last episode. what you can do with these, you can make nooks, right? And these will prevent the spread of taint into your tunnels. So right there, I'm blocking off the taint. Now, I really don't need to block the taint off from here because the this area is protected by the bloom upstairs. And then beyond there, there's a big old cavern back in there with full mobs and stuff. And then there was something else I wanted to mention before I go off into the nether. This is highly important stuff. I didn't mention it last episode. I should have. I'm currently on version 0.5. It was in the thumbnail that I was updated to 0.5, and I wanted to come up here real quick and show you that the in-game documentation has been greatly expanded. So the introduction book now has a lot more information in it. Go back to page 1. Information book has a whole bunch of information. It lists the forum and where you can go to get the research helper if you like to cheat at your Thaumcraft research, and the simple achievement updates. So yeah, a lot more stuff in here now. A little more information about how fending off death and finding life in death, and information about the poppets. So these are additional ways you can have additional lives. Basically, you can live after you die, and you won't have to restart your world. You can use death protection poppet. The golden laurel, you're given one of those at the very beginning. You can make more of them. To make more of them, it's quite difficult, and you have to do a boss fight, so might not be the best option. Death protection poppets are probably your easiest option, but they're not very early game, and you need eggs. So, and I have no idea about self-reincarnation. I will get into that eventually. We already talked about the Fallen Canard last episode. That's a good way to heal yourself. The Tainted Blood Pendant is also another way that you can heal yourself, and is very easy to take with you. This stuff is pretty much the same information about how to fend off the taint. This right here is very good. You can make this shovel, and it tells you what tab to find these on and how they work and what they're good for. So this is a good one. If you make a Tainted Wand Core, you can store 150 Viz of every type, and it replenishes itself to 10% as long as you're in Tainted Land. Well, you're almost always in Tainted Land, unless you're staying in your base and you have it cleaned up. This thing right here I have just researched, and it's not too crazy difficult to make. The Wispy Dreamcatcher can nullify some of the damage caused by taint and taint creatures. So that's something I'm going to want to put together next episode. I'm going to get in a bunch of Thaumcraft next episode. A bunch more information in here. Definitely want to make one of these if you're doing anything on the surface. If you have your base up on the surface, or once you move to the surface, you're definitely going to want a weather deflector, because I've already had a few tornadoes tear through the loaded area, or the area around me, and I can look on the radar and see where it rips up the ground, and I can see dirt all over the place, and they are very nasty and very destructive. So some information about Botania now. All of that information, I think I went through that before. Definitely going to want to get one of these. Where is it at? Is it the Euclid? Yeah, well, you actually want that. You definitely want the Euclid Daisy and the Whisperweed. Those will help you out quite a lot in getting you aspects for research, as well as essentia for enchanting later on. More really cool information about different flowers that are highly important to Fallen Canard. Like I said, we've covered that one. That's the healing flower, is super, super vital, important thing. And now there's some information in here about witchery and poppets, how to make your initial poppet. The problem is, like I said, before you can really get into witchery, you got to have eggs. So before you can ever get into witchery, you're going to have to get pretty deep into Thaumcraft. So there's not really much point in talking about it until we get to that stage. And then all the different crazy infusions. These are fusions added in this pack, I think. Most of these are fusions added in this pack. So now, thanks to my prodding, we can now make tulips and stuff. Tulips and the Oxide Daisy, Lilac Peonies, and Rose. This one's important for me. I needed that rose in order to make the black rose that was going to allow me to grow my own ink and stuff. So Mana Infusion, oh, this is awesome. This is how we get Silverwood. We can infuse, I assume that that's a Greatwood tree. I would assume that that's a Greatwood sapling. And I actually do have one great wood saddle that I picked up that first day way back. And then, yeah, a whole bunch more. It just goes over the recipes for all those flowers that I showed you earlier. Potions. Interesting. All the information about potions in here. Very nice. Lots more information in here. And then we go through a list of the mods and stuff such like that. And all of the update logs. So yeah, a lot more information in this book now. Let's take a quick look in the Clockwork phase. I don't think there is anything more in this book. I'm not sure if this is done by Shane, or if this is actually from the Clockwork. Oh wow, that actually is more information in this book. So this tells you all about how to get into. Maybe Shane will comment and let me know if this is his creation or if this actually comes with the mod. Maybe it'll say in the credits. So yeah, all kinds of information about how this works and what to do with it. We've been going over this. So there is really cool things you can do with the tools. We're gonna get into that in the future. So, and there's some of the modules that you can make and add to your clockwork tools and such. Yeah, okay, no credits in there. And then finally, major additions to the achievement book. So get back to we completed wheat. We are almost ready for carrots. Let's see. I swear this was supposed to be updated. Tame a wolf, not influence. I don't think this one got updated in my updates, so I might need to. And there's probably something about that there is probably something about that in the introduction book. So I need to update this book. Yeah, because this is still the original book. So there's something I need to do in the configs to fix that. So we'll go over that next episode after I get it fixed. All right. Let me jump down here. We got to get that blaze rod. We have to have that blaze rod. Yeah, and I don't have the materials to really upgrade the armor at this point. I should be able to get them between this episode and next, but I need to get over there and get that blaze rod. So let's do it. Let's risk it. Make sure that I have good enough stuff. All right. Now let's go. All right. No dogs on the radar. That's a good sign. Let's head for the fortress. See if we can find a blaze. Get a blaze rod and get back here. I hear a dog. That's not good. Oh, there's someone coming up behind me. Might as well deal with him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sword works pretty good. Wonder if I can get the damage up even higher with the better clockworks. Alright, let me get in here. Ooh, you see a big ghast over there. Yep. Alright. Well, I think while I'm here, I'm going to get this soul sand, because this is the only place you're going to find soul sand in the Nether, is inside of a fortress. So, and then another thing that you probably only find inside of a fortress is glowstone. And that is because of the way that glowstone spawns. I hear a skeleton. Is he coming? Ooh, there's a blaze. Oh, there's the skeleton. Oh, and my, yeah, my armor didn't update when I came through. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, so let me... Oh, no. Come over here, Mr. Blaze. Come closer. I hear a skeleton. Oh, boy. Danger. Danger. Oh, this is so bad. Ugh. That nearly killed me. Oh. And there goes my laurel. Oh, can I get back in here? Get back in. Ah, no, not good. Ah, blaze rod. I'm out of here. I lost my laurel. Ah, no. Well, at least I got my goal. Yeah, that was crazy. Now all I gotta do is make it to the safety of my portal. Leave me alone, bat! I need that gunpowder, though. Wow. Okay, well, not the kind of trip I was hoping for, but successful nonetheless. Hey, no. But there we go. Got my other blaze rod. Woo. Alright, I'm gonna put that together and then I can start alchemising things. Basically, I'll be able to alter things now using the mana in my mana pool to other materials. One of those things that I really need is glowstone. And I was trying to say, before I got so rudely attacked by things over there, I was trying to say about the only place that you're going to find glowstone in the nether is in one of those nether fortresses, because occasionally the hallways will cut through netherrack, which is where you'll actually have places that there's netherrack and there's air below the netherrack. So normally glowstone only spawns on the underside of netherrack where there's airspace. So you should, in theory, be able to find a few places in those fortresses. And I don't think there's going to be any caverns spawn over there, because caverns typically only spawn in rock. So when the cavern goes to spawn and it sees that there's all netherrack there, it's just going to not spawn. It's going to stay solid. So the only place you probably are going to have cavities in the netherrack is inside those fortresses occasionally, because they kind of somewhat spawn a little bit under the ground sometimes. The other thing is if maybe there's some kind of a natural overhang that you happen to find over there. You might find some glowstone there, but it's an extremely rare chance. Your best chance is to find those in those fortresses. So yeah, now that I got my other blaze rod, I can go ahead and put together that. We'll do that before we wrap this up. So I need one of those. What else? What else? Some of that. Okay, some 2 gold. 2 gold. 2 gold and some... Well, actually, put that cobblestone back in there. This chest is way over full now. Yeah, I cannot believe I survived that. That was crazy. I lost my laurel, though. So I'm going to have to get into some witchery somewhat soon, which means getting into the Thaumcraft, being able to cleanse a chicken so that I can actually get some eggs and make some mutandis. What was that? What was the other thing? Oh yeah, I need some. I think I actually needed that. The cobblestone, right? Because I need 2 brewing stands. And then 2 brewing stands. The living stone should be downstairs. I got the gold. But the weird, when you go through the portal, you have to make sure that, like, if you're not using these with clockworks and stuff in them, you gotta make sure that you refresh them, otherwise you won't get your bar back. That would have been super dangerous if I hadn't realized that right at the right time. Definitely would have survived that trip. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And those, that goes there. Gold, yes. Alchemical catalyst. Alright, now it's going to go underneath this mana pool. And you can see it changes the graphic on the bottom of the pool. But now I can throw redstone in there and get myself some glowstone. Which is important because there's some research that I did that I'm going to go over in the next episode that requires that I have glowstone for different things that I need to use in Thaumcraft. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up. I'm gonna do my best to actually get these to the point where they're actually providing me armor between this episode and next. So hopefully next episode I'll have actual I'll have mainsprings and clockworks and all of these, and hopefully they will have Thaum. I don't know that these need to have memory or not. So, but I might go look for diamonds and stuff and try to get them, like I said, get these up to where they have over 300 of quality and speed each. That seems to be about the good point where things get pretty good when they go over 300. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. Be sure and leave a like, comment, thumbs up all that fun stuff. And until next time, I will catch you later.